Hello, welcome to episode 46 of our Ostriv Alpha 4 Let's Play. It's December of 1765, and this fellow seems to be able to row a rowboat across ice with only 2 arms and paddles. Well, best of luck to that dude. That seems like a not very fun endeavor. So last episode we built a number of things, but chiefly of interest, these 2 bridges here to connect the final couple pieces of the puzzle as far as our land go, aside from over here. Well, that was already connected, but we haven't really done anything with it. But this episode, we're going to figure out exactly what we're going to put over here. I'm very tempted to put a farm in, and given how our food situation is looking relative to our population, probably would be pretty smart. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and go back down to 1 time speed. Is this actually on the grid? It is. I know, the almighty grid. The bane of people with interesting villages everywhere. But we'll go ahead and put this farm, stay right. We'll set it back a little bit, put that right there. We'll go ahead and prioritize the building of that farm. And they'll take care of that, and then most of this area over here will be some fields. And I promise at some point we'll get this one fixed up, but today is not that day. But we'll go ahead and put farm here, and then probably not another market over here because, well, actually we probably need one. So depending on how stuff is looking down here, we could put another market in amongst the trees, or we could just wait and build another one over here. We will find out, I suppose, when time comes to it. But otherwise, town has 921 inhabitants. No further housing available, so if we want to expand, we have to make sure we have the actual infrastructure for it. Yeah, things are looking pretty good. Can't really complain too much. Things are looking nice. And we have a messenger, so you know what that means. We'll go ahead and do our standard fare of selling things we don't need. Metal parts we're never going to sell. Horse tack, probably not. Iron we just have to keep importing. Buckwheat we're actually running kind of low on, so we can go ahead and import some of that. As well as honey. Okay, now they need thatch. Seriously? Just need 70 thatch. You can find 70 thatch. You have to be able to. I know they're still making it. Yeah, they're still making it. It's just slow. This town's getting pretty big. Well, regardless, when they put that in, I didn't build this bridge straight. Oh well. No worries about that. Go ahead and let them finish that. But while we're doing that, let's take a look at the rest of our reforestation fields. Looking like they are already being harvested, which is good. Especially up here. And they're all planted. Yeah, so things are progressing. Kind of. Yeah, it's just slow. They don't think it'd be like that, but it do. Alright, they need to hurry up and build this so we can get management hired and then start planting crops. It should not be too much longer. So as far as long-term plans for this village, I think once we get to about 1,000 residents, we're probably going to slow down episodes depending on what kind of interest remains for these. And maybe try some new stuff, because at this point there's not really too much to do unless they have another large update. Possibly introducing sheep or brewing or any of the other stuff that they've teased. But we'll see where we can get in the next couple episodes, and if you have any suggestions on what you'd like me to do in this game, feel free to leave them below. Always open to ideas. We're coming up on 50 episodes of this Let's Play, and the Season 3 one in its entirety was 35. So there's always room for some more stuff here. But we will find out what the future holds as this winter comes to a close. The river starts to melt. Oh, we're out of burial plots. So one of these people died, which means we need to come in here. Go ahead and go down to 1x speed. We need to build more burial plots. I knew this was going to show up at some point as something we needed to do. No better time than the present, right? Go ahead and bury a few quick ones here, just to get things available. If I can find the right spot for this. There we go. We are lagging something fierce here. I saw on the Ostriv subreddit, one of the moderators, I believe Veteran Brewer, had 1,450, could have been 1,500. It had a very large village. I cannot imagine how frustrating it must be to play something that large. Who knows, maybe we'll get this one there. I don't know. Depends on different updates. Man, this really doesn't like this at all. Alright, well, that ought to help for a little bit. And this farm is still not done. Well, hopefully soon. They are, yeah, they're just about ready. Just about. Alright, good. So we'll go ahead and order plows. Hire a manager. Alright, manager has been hired. Let's make sure we actually have oxen for the plows. Let's find a carpentry somewhere. I guess it doesn't really matter. But which is the carpentry that has ordered? I don't even remember where I built these stupid things. I think there's one over here. 3 more orders in queue, so it sounds like they all have 3 more orders in queue. Okay, well, we can come over here to one of these cowsheds and turn that into an ox. And this one will be 12 by the or 12 months, 1 year old by the time they go to the field, so that'll be fine. So that's 3. We need 3 more. That works. So that should be everything we need for all of that. Of course, it's going to take 800 years, but we have all of this set up. Let's go ahead and just copy all of our favorite settings over. And now we can go ahead and build out some more fields for the first time. So we'll come right here in the corner. See, it won't let me. Not quite. It's going to let me get away with that. Alright, that's fine. Let's go for a good old 50 by 50 by 50 by 50. Alright, so that's going to be field 1. And we'll leave a little bit of space down there in the middle. Got to get 1 tree out of there, but that'll be fine. Where does 50, 50, 50, 50 get us here? Yeah, that'll be adequate. So that's 2 full-size fields. Go ahead and prioritize that. Remember, we can still plant until probably about April. So I would like to see if there is some way for us to get at least 1 plow before then, because that will significantly increase our yields. Now, look at this. People are already taking advantage right here of these new shortcuts. Of course, they'll have to go around here. But if they can get rid of this tree, don't have to have it super sped up. Yeah, so that's done. All right, so we'll come up here with another field with 50 as well. Okay, so it's just a little too tall. I know. It's riveting watching me do this. There we go. That's 3 full-size fields. Do they have 4 guys carrying that? Wow. Oh, it's 2 different sets of logs. All right, I just thought it was 1 really big log. Guess I was wrong. Okay, so that's 3 full-size fields. We'll come in with another not quite full-size one. Just kind of cut out to be a little different here. Oh, it's not going to like that. Okay, well, we can do maybe one of these. Yeah, just a strange little field shape there. So that's 4 full-size. We'll go ahead and do our standard potato, buckwheat, potato, buckwheat, potato on that one. Then we'll do another wheat, wheat, buckwheat. We'll go ahead and start on the second one, so they're not going to line up fallow-wise. And I think it's about time for another sunflower and hemp one. Unless we've determined flax is better. I think flax might actually be better. So we'll go ahead and leave that like that. And then this one right here, of course, probably should be another potato buckwheat joint here. So, click the wrong button. We'll do the wrong thing twice again. Good. All right, so that's 4 fields. We don't have a plow yet, but if I can get to the end of March and have 1 plow here, then we'll be in a significantly better position. Okay, why are you moving out? Firewood again? Come on, people. I thought we were past that. There should be no reason why people do not have firewood at this point. Probably would help if we supplied for the oxen as well. Maybe just that small detail. Just a little bit. Well, I want to know if we're going to get any plows before we can come in here with all this stuff. Okay, so they are just waiting the wood. And they have the animals. Yep, they're right there. So they're just waiting on people to deliver wood, and they'll be able to do that. I hope it's fast. That one is also, that one's not building anything. Oh, so this one's actually almost done with the plow. So this could be our first one. Did we miss it? Well, it should be coming in at some point soon. I wonder where it is. Because I saw them finish building it, but it's disappeared. Because if it's going to take a long time, I don't want to hold off on planting this season just to have a... There it is. Okay, so as soon as that arrives, we'll activate all of our fields. Looks like that's good to go, so we'll go ahead and activate that, that, and that. And as soon as one of our workers comes back, they'll be able to start plowing. And we'll have a yield from this field this season. There we go. Well, that was a weird crash. As soon as the plow entered the field the first time, it decided it didn't want to be working anymore. But they are already in the process of plowing for these potatoes and buckwheat in this field, so we'll let them do their thing. Think about what else we might want to have over here. We have down to this entire corner of the map. We could put houses in the corner. I don't think that would be extremely productive, so this could end up being forestry land down here. But we're going to need a market. So, you know the drill. We put our granaries right here. We'll put one right there. And then, nope, not the government tab. Market stalls, you know the drill. I can find the right hotkey for that, okay. One will go there. One will go here. And then this one, let's see. We can do one of these. And we'll just have this set up right here. And do the exact same thing with this. And then we'll go ahead and place the other granary right next door so it lines up appropriately. If I can get it to line up. Okay, looks good. And then one more market stall. All right. So while they're doing that, you know the drill. Just go right down the line. Do all these things. At this point, it ought to be, honestly, ought to be muscle memory. Thought it was going to crash again. That would not have been good. Onions. Pork. Potato. Raspberries. And salad. Oh, did I skip one? I must have skipped one. Salt. Shoes. Sunflower oil. And then I think the one we skipped was horse meat. So we'll go ahead and add that real quick. We'll go back to the very first one we placed. Copy all of its settings. Then go right on back there. And now we have market stalls. So what do we do as our first step? Of course. That's right. We will put in some houses, starting with these along the riverbed. See if we can get away with doing one of these. Yep, that looks good. We'll come right next door. Do another one right here. Just make that match up. We can actually follow. Maybe not. It might get mad that it's too long. We can fix that just a little bit there. We'll put that there. So that's 2 houses. We'll leave that just like it is. Come right across the street here. Put one there. And then another one right next door. And what little neighborhood would be complete without, you guessed it, big arch number 2. Now these don't line up perfectly, but it'll do. It'll be fine. We've had people just keep dying of old age like it's something you have to do. Oh, we still got plenty of space here. So all of our fields are planted. Things are looking fantastic. Well, they're plowed at least. We're getting there. And there's nobody to work here because there's no houses over here. But we will fix that just as soon as they finish this monstrously long bridge over here. Could be kind of important to have that done. You know, I do appreciate that one of the bug fixes that the developer did was people no longer walk underneath the water and teleport up to the top. They drag it across. Makes it a little less funny to look at, but it is more realistic. I just wish there was a way to have like different style bridges, like a nice stone one would be good. I think a long time ago I might have made that comment and somebody would have given me either links to or the name of another, like a really cool stone bridge to look up. I think that must have been really early in this Let's Play. But variety in that field would be nice. They're just about done with this little bridge here. And as soon as they are, they're going to go build those granaries over there, and then that area will be very close to being good to go. Just a little bit more work to be done on this bridge. I hope they finish it before they all leave. That would be annoying. I think this one actually goes pretty far up here. Maybe not because of how the ground is contoured. I wonder if people will walk under this bridge. I know there's a couple that they might. Yeah. See over here? Don't crash again. Okay, good. I like when people do stuff like this. Just go under the bridge. It makes it seem a little more lifelike, realistic. This bridge is done. And that is nice because that is... We are going to save this again because, again, can't trust autosave. And I really should turn it off Someone's probably roasting me in the comments right now for not turning it off. But, you know how it goes. I'm very good at ignoring advice. But we are looking pretty nice here. I am going to build another bridge somewhere up here, maybe close to the border, so this access is facilitated a little better. But I don't want to dive right into that just yet. While we're getting that set up, we can line the edge of... Yeah, we can line the edge of this with some garden houses, because we will need those. Of course, these won't be built for quite some time. Occupied by what? The tree? Okay, well, we might have to just ignore that for a little bit. We gotta get these granaries built. They are progressing at a glacial pace. Quite slow. But we have 2 out of our 3 plows now. And our other farms are looking pretty spiffy. Still only 3 kids at this school. We'll have to build some more houses over here at some point. Chicken coops are looking just fine. Windmills are not doing anything because they don't have any flour, or rather wheat to grind into flour. This granary should be done relatively quickly. So we'll see just how fast they're able to construct this, manhandling 30-foot beams single-handedly. Seems to be a favorite hobby among the men of the Ostriv town here. Alright, now hurry up and get that done so I can start assigning things to it and forget exactly what goes where. Alright, well, while they're taking care of that, let's see what is going on up here. Things are looking pretty good. This forestry is seeming to operate correctly, at least. Yeah, I don't think I can really complain here. Let's check our granary supplies. Empty. Empty. Almost completely empty. Empty. Almost totally empty. Wow. We have plenty of fish, though. So we really do need a lot more garden houses. That is unfortunate indeed. We can build a couple more eventually. It just takes a ton of time to build anything, especially when you are super far away. Yeah, evidenced by the fact that this granary is nowhere near, I say nowhere near complete, right as it's actually completed. Alright, so I always forget what goes where. But let's start with the ones that people can grow themselves. Alright, so you have those. Go ahead and turn that on. And then I think, for the sake of sanity, let's do buckwheat, potatoes, and salt over here. And I know for a fact these are all 500 everywhere else, so that's where we will leave it, not 5,000. So we have a finite amount of storage. But buckwheat and potatoes can be 4,000, 6,000, and then salt we can try 5 grand and see what that gets us. Yeah, 20,000. That should be just about good. So we'll go to another one and copy paste all of these settings. Turn on take from other granaries. Keep things equally supplied. And we have another messenger. We already went through all that iron. Wow. That's pretty nuts. I guess it just happens to be that way. I did see some complaints from other players that you basically have to always import the full amount of iron every time when your town gets sufficiently large, or you just can't keep up with demand for anything. So we'll see, I guess. Oh, here comes the whole squad to drop off supplies for the granary and build that thing. One guy does all the building work by himself, and everybody else just drops things off. All right. There we go. Now he's got some help. They stand there. The animation's breaking. Might be how you know your town's getting a little too big. Now, if they get this finished within the next couple seconds, we'll be in good shape. Should be pretty close at this point. Because we need to decorate this area too. Lots of stuff to be done. But we can start the nice fence going right across the back here. That works. That'll just keep people from going out the wrong way. And what do we love to put in the middle here? What else? What? A nice little gazebo. There we go. Reminder to save early, save often. It is your only defense against losing your mind. And that's all finished. So, of course, what do we do but go over here, copy the settings. Now I have 14 granaries in the town. And that one, of course, having all of the villager-grown things as well as buckwheat, potato, and salt. This one will get everything else. So that's going to be beef, chicken eggs, chicken meat, dried fish, regular fish, flour, milk, pork, sallow, and I think that's everything. No, we need sunflower oil. And we'll just see if we can keep these all at 2,500. No, not 5,200. At some point I probably had an actual mathematical thing figured out for this. We have a maximum capacity of 20,000, so that's going to be 5, that's going to be 10, that's going to be 15, that's going to be 20. 25 if all of this is full. So we should probably lower a couple of these. So 2,000 for that. Try 2,000 chicken eggs, 2,000 chicken meat. And then we can have pork and salad. We never have enough anyway, so we could actually do 1,500 for each of these. And I know it's not going to be perfect, but that will get us relatively close. All right, so now that is set up, and these houses can be constructed, and starting to get things looking pretty good over here. Now, of course, there's just a little bit of landscaping we should take care of while we're over here. Get these things freed up just a tiny bit. Every time I do this, it's like placing a bet on a really, really unlucky table in a casino. Don't gamble, kids. All right. That is scary. Save that. All right. So now we are in a pretty good position. They're already building this house over here. And we'll have this little corner of the world inhabited before we know it. There's all sorts of stuff happening in here. Let's check our cemetery real quick. We are just about out of time. Yeah, so we'll be adding some more grave sites in the next episode, but for now this looks pretty nice. Things are looking quite nice indeed. And they're already harvesting. Great. So, of course, outside of here we should probably have a hay barrack or two. So I'll just go ahead and construct this right next to the building here. One should be enough for the oxen in there. And as this continues to evolve, it'll get a little bit more organic looking. And the town will continue to grow. I'm excited to see the progress. I think everything is starting to look fantastic. Well and truly. This tree is kind of annoying to be in the way here. Oh, see, what do these people want? Well, you can buy my shoes. That's for sure. And my charcoal. And sunflower oil, yes. Don't mind if I sell that to you. We'll buy iron once again. We'll buy some sallow. We will not buy dried fish. Oh, are we out? Shouldn't be. Just for the sake of supplying our stuff, we're just going to buy a whole bunch of food, because why not? We're already losing money, right? Who cares? Well, we probably should figure this out at some point. We have... Actually, if you take imports away, we're doing pretty good as far as budgeting goes. Could just probably lower salary just a tiny bit, because we are spending a ton of money on salary here. So we'll cut that down. That'll be fine. Yeah, this house is complete. Looks like they're going to have some raspberry bushes. And they have a space over here to build as well. Yeah, looking good. Let's go ahead and put in a fence right here. And I don't think it's going to let us build here. No, it will. Okay, cool. Again, it's not perfect, but it's little things like that that just add charm to a village. So how about the last thing before we get out of here today? So we plant some of our favorite trees. That sounds like a plan to me. We'll just go ahead and get a couple of these situated here. Just keep on rolling. And before you know it, time is up on yet another episode. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. Know that you are valued and you are important. And just by coming in and watching my videos, you've made my day just a little bit better. And I hope I've made yours better as well. But that's all the time we've got for today's episode. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.